What's up, guys? So I've been watching some of you guys' comments on when I was doing my tint on my rear lights, and some of you guys were, bringing out the idea of maybe doing a plasti dip clear lens paint or whatever. I couldn't find any plasti dip, so what I found was this peel coat lens tint for rust-o-leam. I don't know how well this works, but I figured I'd give it a shot and go ahead and videotape it for you guys to see how it looks. As you see, the rear reflectors are nice and shiny, and I'd hate to have, this all dull and everything up here. So we'll definitely have to see how it works. But right now it's too cold to do it, but I'll wait for the sun to get up a little higher, get a little warmer. It's only like 35 degrees right now outside, so there's no way I'll be able to do it right now. But when the sun comes up a little bit, I'll get started and we'll see how this looks in a little bit. Alright, it seems like it's warmed up a little bit. It's probably around 45, 50 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and take the lights off the car. I'm not going to spray this on the car. I'm going to take the lights off. And all you really have to do is just get a screwdriver, a Phillips head. All you got to do is take off this bolt here, and then you have to kind of just slide it out. I'd recommend doing this on grass, not on concrete, because on the first time you ever take these lights off, they're actually pretty difficult to get out with a lot of force. So just in case you don't just fling it off the car and end up going on the concrete or anything, you don't break your light. These lights are expensive, like $300 a piece if you break them. So I recommend them putting on a grass patch, or like I'm in my backyard right now. Just better to do it that way. So let's go ahead and take these lights off. Good, just go ahead and just put these in the trunk so you don't lose them. All right. See how hard they are to get off? Always the first time is always difficult because you have to slide it out. You have to kind of push it. Right now my lights are kind of wet, so it's kind of slipping off. So let me get a towel to wipe this all off so I can actually get a good grip on it. Alright, after enough force, let me show you where it's actually connected at. See, the reason why you have to kind of push it forward is because this clip right here. That's the reason why it's so difficult. As you see, it goes right into that slot there. See, that's the reason why you have to slide it. So now that you actually just slide it forward, it does take quite a bit of effort the first time you take this off. After you take the lights off the first time, it gets a lot more simpler after that. And all it is just one plug to unplug it. That's all it takes. It's one little plug. Now the light's off. You got to be difficult, or you got to be careful, because if you, as you see, I'm out of breath. It takes a lot of effort, at least the first time. When you slide it out, make sure you don't push it too far. You always keep your other hand on this side so you don't go forward and ends up sliding around and hits your paint and scratch it up. Well, there was actually a factory defect on the passenger side light. When I actually took these two bolts out right here, this clip, this one was never ever connected. It was actually on the opposite side, on the back side of it. So when I took the bolts out, it fell right out. So you gotta be careful on that, because sometimes I guess sometimes they forget to actually slide it in there. They just kind of just put it on top and just bolt it right in. So I'm not complaining, because it was actually easy to get this one out. So like I said, that was a factory defect that they when they installed the lights on the car in the factory. So that was pretty neat to. Okay, so this was my third coat. Where's the black? I don't understand it. It's not changing at all. It's like, it shows translucent black on here, so I know it's not a clear coat can. Where's the black? I mean, yeah, I kind of see it on the wood, but it's not changing it into the lens. It still looks redder as red can get. And it shows that don't apply more than 4 coats. This is the third coat. I'm not trying to be negative here, but this is kind of like a review for me too. I mean, I'm not very impressed with the Rust-o-leam. If you're telling me not to put 4 coats on it, and you show this vehicle that's got really dark tint on it, where is it? I'm gonna let that cure for about 10 to 15 minutes on that third coat and see what it looks like. All right, after 5 coats of that translucent black, it got darker, but not what I expected on the darkness spectrum of these lights compared to like maybe wrapping or something like that, or even VHTing. It was getting a little too matte for me, so I decided to spray 3 coats of Plasti Dip glossifier on top of those 5 coats of that translucent black. As you see here, I mean, you can see that it has gotten darker, but not very dark. So I'm not sure how I'm going to like this. Maybe after a couple of days of curing, maybe it'll darken up a little bit. We'll see. I mean, it does have the black coming out of it, because that's where my spray pattern was on the light when I moved it. So there's black on there. It's just not as potent as, say, a VHT or anything like that. So maybe they do that just in case. Just you can have several coats, even though it says don't do more than 4 to your liking. So I decided to do 5, just because I don't know how long it's going to take it to actually blacken, if it does blacken. So like I said, this is an easy peel off, so if I don't like it, I can always peel it off anyways. So I'll show you a video of when they're on after they're cured, and give you my overall impressions when they're back on the car. Okay, so I've let it cure for about 2 hours now, and my overall impressions is I'm not for sure if I would recommend this or not. I'm on a fence. So I ended up putting 3 coats of clear on top of this, to help shiny it up because I can't stand matte paint. But it is darker, as you see here. It's a little bit darker than that bright red lens that they usually had on it. So, and you get it out of the sun, as you see, it darkens even more when it gets out of the sun. I'm probably gonna end up keeping this on the car for a while. Just let me get used to the idea of doing this, and maybe I'll pick up a can of actual plasti dip, translucent paint, and try it again with the plasti dip, and then I'll do a plasti dip video for plasti dip and give my review on it. My overall review on this, though, even though I'm going to keep it on here for right now, is I don't recommend rust-o-leam plasti dip lens paint or dip. Of course, I don't know how plasti dip's going to look, so, but for this point, for this company, I wouldn't use it ever again. So, you know, false advertisement almost, if you think about it, with the way they show four, you know, no more than 4 coats of their paint, but yet they show a picture of a lens and it's totally dark. And then you go on mine and it's still red, bright red. Even though it's not as red as it was, it's still not nearly what they were showing. That right there is borderline false advertisement. So, I'm not angry. It was a $5 can. It was half price at Walmart. They were showing like $9, and it was like rollback price for $5. So, like I said, I'll try the plasti dip next time whenever somebody gets it in stock. It's getting close to wintertime now, so I don't know how much more I can do on the car, plasti dip wise, than what I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna try to make more videos during the winter, but if I don't, you know, stay calm. I'm still got the channel. I'm still gonna be doing things on the channel. It's just wintertime sucks. So it gets cold. I mean, I'm in Arkansas and it still gets cold down here. So as you see, I'm not in my hoodie anymore, but it's still pretty damn nipply out. And I might have an idea for a winter series. I don't know how you guys will take to it. What it is a small scale engine build, 4-cylinder build. It's not a real motor. It's a Smithsonian kit that you put together. It's clear and all that. You'll be able to see the engine working and all stuff like that. It's like 1/10 scale or something like that. It's about a foot big, and I haven't put together yet, but I figure maybe since it's gonna be winter time, maybe I could do something like that. I don't know how you guys will react to it, so if you guys have any ideas, or if you guys like that idea for me to do a mini series, winter series, to keep the channel going with content and putting together a small model scale motor. This one is electronic, so you can plug it in and it'll actually go and work, and you actually see all the valves and the pistons going up and down and stuff like that. So, like I said, if you guys think that's a cool idea, let me know, and I'll get started on that, and maybe we'll have at least a couple months of parts of doing this kit together, or putting this kit together, and hopefully you guys don't get too bored. I do have a lot planned for the car in the future. It's getting too cold out now to be able to do much with it. So, like I said, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.